Hi guys! Subscribe na po kayo at pagpatuloy po natin yung ating chapter 9. Tuloy-tuloy ko na lang po muna ngayon. So, chapter 9 ng Claiming Her Back. What do you want? What's our baby's name? He asked. Nikolai James, I posed. And he is my baby, I yelled. He looked delighted upon knowing that I used his middle name for my baby. I know you're mad at me right now, but I will explain to you why I cut him off. I am beyond mad right now. I am beyond angry. Beyond angry. I am beyond furious. I am full of rage. I shouted at him and my tears won't stop. He walked closer to me and touched my cheeks, but I slapped his hand away. No, don't touch me, Olivia. Please listen to me, he pleaded. No, I'm done with you. I'm done with this, I yelled again. Baby, he spoke again nervously. Do not call me that ever again, I interrupted. I could not contain it anymore. I cried endlessly, falling on my knees. I could not breathe. My heart throbbed so painfully. I should never let him see me getting weak, but I just can't hold myself anymore. My memories are getting back. Stop this. They are more clearer now. From the first time we met, when he proposed, when he got married privately, when we went to our honeymoon, when we first made love, when he cooked for me, when he threw me out of his penthouse, when I fainted along the road, and when I decided to give up. My visions became blurred and I could hear someone whispering in my ear, I will have you back no matter what. Then the darkness filled me. I was awoken by the loud thunder. I could not move. When I opened my eyes, I found myself on the top of a hard, muscular body with a pair of arms cuddling me securely. We were lying on the couch. His breathing smelled so good. His chiseled jaw was perfect and his face illuminated sultry. I tried to get up, but he tightened his hold more and I fell back to his chest. He opened his darkened eyes and stared at me. Let me go, I spoke in weak voice. Never, he responded while getting us up. His back must be aching. I slowly slid myself so I could get away from his arm. I looked at the clock beside the television. Have I had been sleeping for 2 hours. I went to the bedroom to check my baby and he was still sleeping soundly with a drool on his left cheek. A pair of arms hugged me from behind and I almost jumped. I turned around and David hugged me so tight that I could not breathe. I didn't say anything, neither he. We were just standing there. I have to make dinner now, I told him so he would release me. No, baby, let me, he said while smiling. I just returned a poker face. While he was at the kitchen making dinner, I peeked outside the window to check on the weather. It was still raining hard and seemed no plan to stop. It was already 8 p.m. and I was so hungry. I glanced back to David, who was reining the kitchen. His tall frame made the kitchen look small. I'll call a cab when you leave. I told him. He looked at me, probably trying to understand what I just said. Can I stay here for the night? He bluntly asked with pleading eyes. I don't know my way to the hotel and there is storm, he added. Was he really afraid of the storm? He traveled a lot, so he was also used to discovering places, getting on adventures, and experiencing different weathers. And then he just pleaded me not to let him walk out in the storm. Fine, you have to take the couch. He happily nodded. Although my bed is large enough and can be occupied by 4 people, I don't want to invite him in and give it a different meaning. I checked my baby again when I heard him call me. Baby, dinner's ready. I glared at him. Don't call me that. Then I got out. I was surprised and elated to see the simple kitchen table turned romantic. How was he able to set these things up while I was around? I would say it looked great, but I was controlling myself not to fall into the pit again. He pulled the chair for me and I sat down. After we were settled, he started filling in my plate. Thank you, I muttered. My pleasure. We were eating silently, neither of us dared to start conversation. It was very quiet, and the only sound I could hear was the raging thunder outside and the clinking of the utensils. How's school? He started asking. Good. Do you have many friends already? He asked, like I was freshman student entering a big University. I do. He was silent for a moment, probably formulating his next questions. Can I stay here tomorrow? I will take care of our son. No need. France is staying and I only have 2 subjects all in the morning, so I will be coming home early. Can I take you and our son out tomorrow after your work? Why? Um, just to spend time with you and our baby. He stuttered and I could feel his nervousness. The last thing he will do was to provoke me. Provoke me. I know he has been deprived of being a father to my baby, and my baby has been deprived of having a father. I hope I am doing the right decision. Okay, he smiled widely the moment I said my approval. Thank you. He was so ecstatic and he touched my hand and squeezed them. So, dun po natatapos ang ating chapter 9. So, susubukan ko po talagang mag-upload araw-araw kasi isang cellphone lang po kasing gamit ko, and then sa ngayon po kasi first time ko po gumagamit po ako ng cellphone, so may mga books naman po talaga ako, pero ngayon po kasi gumamit lang po muna ako ng cellphone. So next time baka books na, or kung may mga ano ba yan, yung may mga gusto po kayong novel na ipa-research sa akin, okay lang po. I-research po natin yan. So, thank you ulit sa panunod. Please subscribe and click the bell na rin po para ma-notify po kayo sa lahat ng ating video. So, dito po, makikinig lang po kayo. Hindi na po kayo mapagod magbasa kung pagod na po kayo magbasa. 'Di ba? Makikinig na lang habang may trabaho. So, thank you. Bye-bye.